So a lot of you don't like car dealerships, which is fine. It's understandable. Um, but I'm going to give you some tips and some cues to let you know if you're dealing with a professional when you're looking at a used EV or a new EV even from a salesman at a car dealership. I mean, there's some very clear signs and signals that determines if you are dealing with a knowledgeable person or a not so knowledgeable person. I'm Kevin. I run EV Era. I also work at Gear Room Hyundai in Holyoke, Massachusetts, so I am familiar with EVs and all things in general. Follow, like, subscribe for more information. We're going to get this thing started, okay? So an easy way to tell if a salesperson you're dealing with is not knowledgeable with EVs is if they cannot explain charging. If they don't know what level 1, level 2, and level 3 is, run away. Even some of my own coworkers, sometimes they get confused. They just don't know. But if they don't know, ask them these questions. What's the difference between level 1, level 2, and level 3? If they can't explain that level 1 is 110 volt and level 2 is 220, 240, run away. If they don't know what level 3 is, if they don't know why it's a different plug for level 3 in most EVs, stay away, run away. They're not knowledgeable. A big one if you're in the United States is tax incentives. So if they're not knowledgeable about state incentives, federal incentives, if the car qualifies, what's the price cap, those things like that. For an example, used EVs, they got to be at least 2 years old, but you get a tax credit, federal tax credit of $4,000. If you're in the U.S., you get a federal tax credit on used EVs now. A lot of people don't know that. So if your salesperson isn't mentioning that to you, and you can do it point of sale. It's not something you even have to do when you file your taxes next year. You can do it at point of sale. I've saved so many people so much money because if you think about it, $4,000, you get up to $4,000 on an EV at a point of sale rebate. For a car payment, that's like $80 to $100 a month savings right there. Plus the interest that you're going to save by not paying interest on $4,000. So if your salesperson is not knowledgeable about things like that, run away. If they don't know about state incentives, like we're in Massachusetts, there's state incentives for used ones, new ones. If they don't know how to apply for them or help you apply for them, just run away. I know everybody talks about the direct-to-consumer model. I get it. It's kind of cool. You don't want to deal with anybody. But having a knowledgeable salesperson really does make the experience a lot better and a lot more personal, too, which I think sometimes we kind of need that interaction as well. Your salesperson should also know about battery warranties. So for Hyundai, for example, what I sell, our EVs have a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty on the battery. That actually does transfer to the second and subsequent owners of the vehicle. So again, it's very important to talk about that. Now, it is unfair to ask your salesperson, well, how much does the battery cost? Because we really don't know. I mean, that's more of a parts and service question. But you know, if the car has a 100,000-mile warranty on the battery pack, the likelihood of you replacing that battery pack within that time period is really slim, and it's likely in a warranty for that time period. So if they don't know about the warranties on the battery pack, stay away, okay? And they also need to know about service. So, and this also is a service question for a lot of people, but, you know, EVs don't require much service. They require some. It's mainly tire rotations. Sometimes there's some fluid, like Ionic 5s. They have a loop that they recommend you replace every so often, like 40,000 miles or so. That could be expensive, but they're not. If they try to sell you an oil change package, stay away, run away from them. There's people out there that know about EVs that sell these. I know a lot of them really don't, but there are people out there that know about these cars. They try to sell you an oil change package, run away. Okay, they're not worth your time. You're not dealing with anybody knowledgeable. So please, just don't give them your business. If your salesperson that you're dealing with, if you're genuinely interested in EVs, whether it's new or used, and the salesperson just shows no interest, you can ask for another salesperson. If they're very anti-EV for whatever reason, which I have no idea why somebody would be anti-EV in the sales floor. It's a commission, it's a sale. We make money when we sell cars, so we would want to sell cars. But if they're just telling you, if you hear that they don't believe it, they think it's a fad, it's going to go away, it's not going to go away. It's not going to go away. But if they genuinely believe that, if you get that vibe, if they're just not pleasant to deal with for things like that, run away, stay away. There's other people out there, there's other dealerships that are out there. And you can find knowledgeable people about EVs. They're really not that hard to know about either. The manufacturer, if you're at a new car dealership, so Hyundai, for example, they give us training every month. We take these modules on our phones or computers. Every month, there's always something about EVs, and they're not that hard. They take about an hour or so, maybe less for each module. But it's not that hard to know about them and to want to know about them. You just have to kind of make the effort. So if they're just genuinely just not knowledgeable, if they don't know about charging, if they don't know about range, if they don't know that cold weather affects range, it does. But if they don't know if your car that you're looking at has a heat pump or not, or if it has a battery warmer system, or how do you activate the battery warmer system, if they don't know that, stay away. A lot of people know more about these cars than salespeople, which is kind of sad in my profession. But I think that's just a product of where we're at in society right now, that you can find information just like that. But as salespeople, we need to do a better job of being one step ahead of the customers just with the knowledge. It's embarrassing when the customer knows more about the car than you do. People won't say that out loud, but it is. So if you're a salesperson watching this video, which I hope there's some, get better at your knowledge, at your product knowledge. Your customers will appreciate it. You'll be their guy for a long time. I've been here 8 years in my current dealership. I've had people follow me from other dealerships. I've had people I sold 3, 4, 5, 6 cars to, family members. They send everybody to see me. Not because I'm doing anything different, it's just I just do my job. So I'm knowledgeable. I spend the time to learn about the product, to learn what's new. I don't do anything different than anybody else, except maybe I spend time learning. All the information's out there. It's not a secret. It's not a secret. You can learn it. Anybody else can learn it. Sorry guys, I had to take a customer. So the light might be a little bit different now from the beginning part of the video. But basically, the other thing to really ask a salesperson, have they driven an EV? Like seriously, you'd be surprised how many salespeople don't drive them, whether regularly or even own one. Like I lease mine because I wanted to know more about it, and I think it's great. But you'd be surprised how many salespeople they don't even drive the new cars when they come on the lot, when they launch. I take pride in that. I can't wait to take a new car out on the lot. We're gonna get the Ioniq 9 here soon. I can't wait to take that, show you guys about that. So make sure you subscribe for that video, because that's gonna be coming when that car launches. I'll have some content on that. But just ask them. Just ask them, what do you drive? If they don't say an EV, say, okay, that's fine. But ask them, do you drive them regularly? Can you explain how regen works? Can you explain, about the accelerations, anything? If they can't answer those questions, if they can't give you real feedback, honest feedback, move on to a different salesperson or a different dealership. But that's basically it. This video is kind of short. I apologize for the wind if it's kind of windy. It is windy here today in Massachusetts, but yeah, when you're shopping for an EV at a dealership, don't just find a closer. Find somebody knowledgeable. If you got any questions about EVs, buying one, leave a comment, like and subscribe to this video. It really helps me out. It really helps me connect with you guys and know that I'm connecting with you guys. But yeah, just find a guy that's knowledgeable and not just a closer. Okay. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to what I got to say. Good luck on your journey, but we'll be here together. So let's go for a ride. Check you out later, guys. Later. Bye.